As Europe opens back up, Portugal is hoping to entice visitors with its newest attraction. The new record-breaking footbridge is nearly 1,700 feet long, but only 4 feet wide. ABC News foreign correspondent James Longman has the details.
Welcome to the longest footbridge in the world. Portugal's newest wonder, stretching nearly 1,700 feet over this magnificent UNESCO-protected national park, supercharging Europe's hopes of welcoming visitors again after the pandemic. But when exactly will that be? Before COVID, Portugal's Atlantic beaches, world-famous wine and medieval towns were an increasingly popular choice. In 2019, it saw an incredible 23% rise in American visitors. COVID ended all that.
It's a project for the world, not only for local, not only for Portugal, but for the world. For Portugal image, for Aroca image is great.
But the Aroca 516, called out for its 516-metre length, is hoping to bring them back.
It took about 2 years to build. There's something like 15 miles of cable keeping it up. This is the longest footbridge in the world, and it is epic.
At 1,693 feet, it's nearly 5 times the length of an American football field. With the River Paiva thundering below, visitors are suspended more than 570 feet in the air on a walkway only about 4 feet wide. It can welcome 350 people a day, and although you're accompanied by a guide, there are no harnesses here.
Are you ready to go?
Yes.
How do you feel about it?
Nervous and kind of scared.
10-year-old Davide is visiting with his father from Switzerland.
It's high.
It's high seems like the understatement of the day. James Longman joins us live from that record-breaking bridge in Aroca, Portugal. James, I hope my people there are treating you well. How high up are you right now?
Diane, of course they are, and thank you for reminding me, 574 feet. And actually, when I look down, I could look right through where I'm standing because the metal here is super thin. I mean, it's really safe. I'm not saying don't come because it's dangerous, but I try not to look through here because you can actually just see right down to the ground below. And
I want to explain to the viewers what they're seeing because, James, we can see your camera, so we obviously see your face, but we also just saw the live drone shot with a wide shot of you there standing on the bridge. It makes me a little nervous just looking at you. How do you feel up there?
I feel okay. The wind is actually starting to pick up now. We've been here all morning and it was okay. But now, presumably now, because you're here, the wind has picked up. And actually, I don't know if you can see over there, people are coming. And as more and more crowds come onto this bridge, it starts to get more bouncy. So I am starting to feel a little bit more queasy. So
we willed the wind at you to make the shot a little more exciting, James. And I know this wasn't even meant to be the world's longest bridge. So how did it turn out that way?
No, that's so lovely, isn't it? It's kind of a beautiful accident. They actually had wanted to build it further down the hillside. You can see these huge concrete posts at either end. They were supposed to be built about halfway up here, but they couldn't find the rock that was solid enough to put those in place. So they had to keep coming up the hillside. That expanded the bridge, and in the end, it became the longest bridge in the world. I think that's rather nice.
It does. I mean, it looks amazing. I know Portugal's hoping that this will bring in some more tourism. Does it seem like that will work?
Look, hopefully, the big issue in Europe at the moment that's being discussed is around the idea of vaccination passports. The idea that if you've had a jab, you've had a shot, then it might make it easier to travel. They haven't come in yet, but EU leaders are discussing it. They're actually in Porto, about an hour from here, this weekend, talking about this very issue. I just want to show you my COVID card. I'm going to hold on to it because I don't want it to blow away. But this shows that I've had both my shots. But unfortunately, it's totally useless at the moment for travelling around. I still needed a test in Britain to come here. I'm going to need a test here to be able to go back to Britain. The paperwork getting on and off flights is really difficult at the moment. So Europe is going to have to change all that if they want people to come back in big numbers. But that is what they're hoping to do. And eventually, soon enough, Americans, and yes, you, Diane, you can come back to Portugal.
I can't wait. James Longman at the world's longest footbridge in Aroca, Portugal. James, if you need a meal, I got a lot of people there who will be more than willing to feed you. Have a good one, James. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.